ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः. I offer my respectful obeisances unto my spiritual master who has opened my eyes which were blinded by darkness. We have been talking about lust. Arjuna is asking Krishna the question, and Krishna is answering. We spoke about degrees of lust. We spoke about how lust operates. And today, Krishna is going to tell us about different hiding places of lust. When a soul receives human body, the purpose is to get oneself free from the cycle of birth and death, meaning not keep taking birth again. Yet today, we see people endeavoring for multiple other things and not aware of the purpose of human life. How did this purpose get lost? How did the knowledge get covered? Or how did we forget what is the purpose of life? Is a nice question. Uh, it's similar like we have a goal. We set goals for ourselves. We make a schedule and we want to accomplish the goal. Yet, when distractions come our way, we lose sight of our goal and get engrossed in something that is not our actual goal. How does it happen? Krishna is saying there is an enemy who is acting against us in the guise of a friend. Someone who declares themselves as our enemy is easy to fight with. Yet, somebody who poses to be our friend, yet is plotting against us, difficult to find such an enemy. And to make it complicated, the enemy is inside us, not an external entity. Listen carefully to Krishna's words. Krishna says, mind is the center of all activities of senses. When we hear of sense objects, mind starts to contemplate on how to enjoy these sense objects. Thus, mind and the senses become lusty. So, how did it start? It started with hearing. We heard, oh, this is very nice. And then the senses want. And when we contemplate on what we heard, it determines our consciousness. Intelligence is the next door neighbor of our soul. Intelligence is looking for ideas to execute. And we get influenced, the spirit soul gets influenced, and which determines our ego. So things start from hearing. After hearing, we contemplate on what we heard. And then our intelligence is looking for executing what we heard. And based on it is determined our ego, false ego, I am this body, or real ego, I am a servant of Krishna. So, what we hear is utmost important. And so, Krishna says, hear about the topics of Krishna. And then, when we contemplate on those topics, instructions, pastimes of Krishna, our intelligence wants to execute Krishna's instructions. And the spirit soul is influenced in a manner that it is being purified. And we are acting from the platform of our real ego, that I am a servant of Krishna, which helps us to fulfill the goal of human life of going home back to Godhead. So let us all pray to awaken our intelligence by hearing about Krishna and wanting to fulfill the goal of human life. Thank you. Hare Krishna.